Tommy Höglund, and I'm the Vice President for Sales and Marketing here at Ynvisible since November 2019. So it's around 8 months now that I've been working for Ynvisible, and it has been a great time, and looking forward to keep doing this for some time. 8 months might sound like a bit short working with printed electronics and electrochromic displays, but I have actually worked with the printed electronics before joining Ynvisible. I was part of the team that started up Connexion production that Ynvisible acquired in 2019, and I've also been working as the manager for the printed electronics arena, that is the innovation cluster of printed electronics in Sweden for this Swedish Research Institute prize. So I have some background. And as highlighted before by previous speakers, our business model really allows us to help companies no matter what maturity stage they are at. We can help you with ideation up to prototyping, and then here also now full-scale roll-to-roll production moving into high volumes. So this is what I'm going to highlight a bit, our capabilities to go into roll-to-roll. As you can see behind me, you see our printing equipment here. It's a coronet line where we have both screen printing, flexo printing, slot die, and gravure. And we actually use all of the printing methods in our daily work here. And our offer and what we bring into Ynvisible is really the scale-up capabilities. So we can go from a few samples to making millions, literally millions of displays. And I'm just showing you here, I hope you can see this is on roll, but this is just a part of a big roll that is usually this wide. So you can imagine the capabilities that we now have ready at Ynvisible. But it's not only electrochromic display that we actually offer to produce here. We also offer to produce other printed electronic components and systems that Raghu talked about and showed how important it is to turn this into systems to create a fully functional product. And it's not just printing, we actually also offer testing. So we have roll-to-roll testing capabilities where we go down and electrically test every component as well as also optical. So we can have a really high quality control of everything that comes out from our production. And then we also have a converting step where we can slit and kiss-cut into single track rolls or single products as well, depending on how the customer wants this to be delivered. And systems we were talking about. I think the Ynvisible temperature label is a perfect example of a functional system that is actually a real product. It looks like this. And it's based on a setting of different components. And this is how it looks like without the cover. So you can see that we really combine these different components as an integrator together with partners in our network to create a fully functional product. And this is an illustration of how this can be done. That you start with a substrate, print some silver conductors, put on a carbon, electrolyte, and then the electrochromic layer. And there you have the display. And if you want, also print a mask onto it to create the pattern in the roll-to-roll line. Then you can assemble also other components like sensors and microcontroller units and so to create the intelligence that you might need. And also fix some type of power source. In the example of Evonik, this one could even be printed actually, the battery. And then the graphical overlay, and you have a complete product. So I think this is how Ynvisible production contributes to the complete offering that Ynvisible now have to customers. And I would like to talk a bit about our sales also. That we do see an effect of the COVID-19 pandemic, and we have had some projects and products that have been postponed due to this. But I think we had a lot of plans in the beginning of the year, as Jani-Mikael said, to go to different events and shows. But we adopted really quick to the new situation, and we were one of the first actors in the printed electronic community that went out and made the webinars. And we have now actually seen an increase in the number of inquiries and requests. Just as Ines showed, we have had an increase in the sales when it comes to our display kits and our ink kits as well. So we still see this raise. And compared to last year's sales on 300,000 Canadian, we have put our internal target to go above $1 million Canadian dollars this year. So this is a target for this year, and we see positive signs. I'll give you some examples of the production services that we offer also to some of our customers. And Epishine is one important customer for us here in Sweden, where we have proven that their organic solar cell actually also can function as the power source for our display technology. And this was also highlighted in the Organic and Printed Electronics journal in November last year. And here is another example of an integrated system product together with the Epishine's organic photovoltaics as the power source. So it's a system that combines the solar cell, our display technology, and also a moisture sensor. And these type of products, I believe we will see a growth of even this year, where you have a combination of this. And then we produce also a printed humidity sensor for Invisense in our production line here. And it's for the construction industry to measure moisture inside the wall without harming it in any way, wirelessly. And then an important thing for the sales at Ynvisible is that we acquired the business of RDOT, and that was presented in May this year. And this really offers a huge enhancement of our sales capabilities, because RDOT has really skilled co-workers, Felix and Philip, that knows the electrochromic display technology and has a really good know-how, how to explain it and discuss it with customers and understand how this display technology should be integrated into systems. And this is their display technology that they also bring into Ynvisible now, that we work more and more with these type of 7 segments displays to show information in different type of applications. So we see an increase in requests and the inquiries, and we have a very positive feeling of the sales and the growth of the sales this year. And I see it as this is a bit of the breakthrough for printed electrochromics. And we then urge everybody to step on this train now and follow us. So that was all from Linköping. Thank you very much.